all of these pieces, I'm thinking about this conversation that you have with your art, with nature, that you invite us into, and how much of that conversation is also a part of where your art is installed. This conversation that you had with the cathedral throughout each of these, the landscape of the cathedral throughout each of these pieces is really wonderful.
Yeah, and that was a really interesting part of it, to have because the sort of the canvas of the architecture, to have that interface with the imagery was just exciting and challenging.
Yeah, fun. So clearly, you use a lot of different media.
Yeah.
for your art, photographs, chalk, shrinky dinks. You've talked already a little bit about your process, but tell us some more about your process and how do you decide which materials to use? And
well, this was, I have to say that this residency was really a chance for me to explore some things I haven't done before. So I've mainly used photography as kind of a sketch material. Like, I'll just take photographs and I'll do sketches, and that'll be the material that I draw from for my paintings and prints. This is the first time that I've used photography as the final product. And so that was really exciting. And then to do it so huge was like enormously challenging, but fun. Yeah. And everything, chalk and the shrinky dink, it was just, and ceramics, I've done ceramics, but I haven't done anything that big. So I'm really so grateful for the chance to expand as an artist in that way. And it was fun to try to design for the group projects in a way that there was enough structure so that people felt comfortable, because it's so overwhelming, I think, to just sort of have a wide open, kind of the blank paper kind of syndrome. So to have something that's got enough structure, but then enough room for the participant to feel like they can have some creativity and expression and kind of tap into that joy of making marks and coloring and whatever, all those things. Right. So
being part of something bigger.
Yep.
Your installations were, these last especially, were part of the Global Climate Action Summit, if we just described. What do you think art adds to the conversation of something like the Global Climate Action Summit?
I think that art can function in lots of different ways. There has been a lot of environmental art that has tried to just educate and also maybe get people concerned, worried, alarmed. My work, I feel like I want to help be a part of kind of the creative response and the hopefulness that you have to like go forward with this. And I think that there is so much hope. We've made so much progress already. There's more to do, but so I think that's where I want my work to fit in. And I think that anything that is really important to culture, art kind of both reflects and then also informs. And this is a huge thing. So I think we'll see more and more art in different ways too.
For those who might be surprised about a cathedral having an artist in residence, or a national park having an artist in residence, what would you say to them?
Well, it's been interesting with the cathedral, in particular because people will say, the church has got an artist residency, and then they kind of go, oh, wait a minute, the church has done a lot with art over the centuries. Like, oh, that makes perfect sense. So I really think it's interesting because I want art to be really a part of everyday life and a part of our culture and our surroundings and whatever is important to us. And museums are great, but there's a way in which that they're kind of by definition outside. There's of just our everyday. And I think in these other places, these are the things that are important to us. So I think it makes a lot of sense, and it's a great idea.
is there anything you wanted to do but didn't get a chance to do?
I did everything.